Greetings, dear ones. Looking forward to this webinar. Going to start at 12 noon. Yes, we are going to go deeper into the tattva of awareness and the blessings of skanda. We should be able to attain that. So I would mention that we will be keeping follow up for this also. I would like to go emphasize a little more deeper, because without this awareness, nothing is really fruitful. Even to probe into deeper aspect of yourself, or into the deeper aspect of knowing the self, or the Atman, Paramatman, Ati Sukshma stuff, you need Ati Sukshma intellect, for very fine, refined intellect. As I've told, it is this intellect that does all your work. This intellect only becomes your grace. This intellect only heals you. Most of you talk about healing and all that. It happens when you awaken this intellect and you are able to subjectively become deeply aware of every aspect of your body and life. Whichever aspect you become very deeply involved through subjective awareness, whether in your body or out of your body, that actually starts getting activated and manifesting itself as to what vibration you hold in that area of life, whether in your body or outside. So, as I always say, there is nothing to actually project your healing and things to any aspect, be it even a physical ailment or any aspect of life. Aspect of life means the areas of relationship or abundance or success or protection and things like that, where you are able to activate this vibration of subjective awareness, of course by grace and by your consistent practice. Practice only comes, effort comes through grace only, because if there is grace only, you will practice enough. If there is no grace, you will give a lot of obstacles and you will give excuses for not doing that. So when you are able to do this in a very deep manner, it activates, and then there is nothing to wish for this and that. You just stay in a certain subjective awareness with the grace of skanda, and that aspect of your life becomes alive. So what I'm trying to say is, everything starts getting automatically taken care of without you having to write those long wish lists. Because if you are contented, if all your areas of life are taken care of, what is needed? You don't need a separate list of desires, isn't it? So we are coming to that state where we are taken care of, but for that we have to live in this subjective awareness, and that is what we are going to precisely do today. We will begin with the objective awareness and enter deep into and connect deeply to that tattva of Parashiva, because there you must awaken it in that zone. So when you awaken this God aspect, the consciousness, the supreme consciousness, that supreme consciousness has awareness. It is aware. So you're tapping into that consciousness which is self-aware. And then you realize it's all about you. Let's go deeper and explore this. So I won't be having contemplative sessions anymore now, deep contemplative sessions and all that, but I'll be focusing on these areas of webinars for those who are committed, dedicated, persistently. Many of you are so repeatedly persistent on these things, so it becomes my responsibility to help you to the maximum. So yes, we will be having follow-up sessions, and I would like to deepen what we learned today into this whole of this week. Of course, we'll have one clarity session just for clearing doubts and questions in this week, and then we will just have follow-up sessions for people who are in this. And of course, whatever we are guided to the next Paravani webinar on that will have its own follow-up sessions. So the whole thing is, we are trying to become very serious on refining this intellect, Viveka, which is known as your inner guru. That's how you activate it, by aligning to that. Of course, with grace. We need grace to even have interest in these things. So whatever, it's all on how life is moving us. Wherever it moves us, however it moves us, we simply adhere to that. Okay, that's how I live my life, and that's how I do these programs. All we are in one kind of a bracket. It's all preset very well. So we just keep on doing our jobs well, to the best of our extent, and things will happen. Everything is taken care of. People have sent me your blessings and this and that. This is all crap. You've still not got it. You're still not understanding what I'm trying to instill in you. You are the blessings, you are the grace. You must stop begging for it outside. All kind of attention, all kind of running around from here and there. All these external clutches that you still have shows that you are still not independent. You still do not trust your own power. And that's what I'm trying to instill. Activate that, then you don't need to run around here and there, begging for help and blessings and prayers and this and that. Live in that state of deep awareness and see what happens. That is Apodipa Bhava. Apodipa Bhava means activating the inner light in you and following that light. First you got to trust it. How do you trust it? By experience. Experience a couple of miracles in your life when you do this. But do it sincerely, not half-heartedly. Don't take this like a teaching or a preaching. Don't take it like a model. Don't use your logic. There's no logic here. Don't apply Tarkasura. Murugan killed Tarkasura. Murugan is your awareness. Awareness kills all Tarkasura, those demons are not outside you ones, it's within us only. Our obstacles are within us. So yesterday's preparatory, all those are done. You'll understand the deep Tattva Sutras of the secrets of who is Skanda and what does it mean to be Shivaputra, son of Shiva. They are not models outside. This is what I want you to get. The devotion that you have, the bhakti that you have, even till now, whatever you have had deep devotion towards your external idols and images and tattvas outside, like the Guru or Ishta outside. Now I want you to realize what was working till now in those images, in those forms that you're so fascinated with, in the bodies that you're so fascinated with. There is one tattva that's working through that. That's deep awareness. That's the Murugan. That's the Skanda tattva that works through all that. That only becomes your external help. So that help is coming through consciousness, by consciousness, through these various objects. And you get fascinated by these objects. It's time when you go into para state, when you want to go into para Shakti, para Shiva, para Bhairava, para Brahman, para Vani, Paramatma. You want to go into those states of Advaita, that subjective awareness. Without subjective awareness, you cannot get there. This things called is very goody-goody, self-realization. What is self-realization? Yesterday I explained in the preparatory. It's very deep. So don't sit having a fanatical approach to anything outside and being obsessed by it. That's one devotion, but that's a basic devotion. That's a primary devotion. That's secondary devotion, in fact. It becomes a primary devotion, becomes the tattva that is hidden in that object of your devotion. And you will realize you are the object. You, the image, are in love with an outside image. It is a play between two images. But I am talking about who's running those two images from this side and that side. There is a consciousness here. There is a consciousness hidden behind that form. There is a consciousness in this form. So if you are obsessed with this form loves the other forms. Please understand this. And I'm trying to make you fully instilled in the deep awareness, subtle awareness of the one who's operating behind the form. Once you start moving into that, which is behind this form, you will lose all your fancies of all the outside images. I vouch, I promise you this will happen. It's deeply convincing when you experience this. So for that, you need to practice this Apodipa Bhava. This light has to be ignited and deepened, and I am with you. If you are committed to help yourself, I am committed to help you more. Okay, so we'll have follow-up sessions also for this, and I'm looking forward to doing this even with you, which will help you in all areas of life, and you need not have external separate requirements or demands from life. You simply stay in this light of what you are protected, you are guided, period. Once you have a conviction of this, then you just follow that. You are protected, you are guided, and you're taken care of. All your needs are just taken care of. So when you activate this more, you'll see miracles happening in all areas of your life. Okay, so divine guidance, divine healing, divine grace, divine protection is all a part of this tattva which you are activating today. Looking forward to see you and the follow-up sessions again in the coming days. Much divine love and light to you. Stay blessed.